Thank you for picking up the Sticks. This is episode 97, Sticks Gaming Podcast. I'm Mike Carnett. To my right, Mike Steak Carnia.
What's going on?
To my left, Art, get off your goddamn phone, Rosie, and we're recording.
No.
Jesus Christ. 97, so we're getting closer and closer.
All future requests will need to be submitted in writing.
2 minutes. Well, text message people kill. Is that considered writing or no? Pen and paper?
Yeah, I need pen and paper.
You gotta scour your house for a pen and paper.
I'll get a big Sharpie. Like the big King Stinky one, too. The big Stinky one.
If you get a Sharpie and you put it on the side of the fridge, I'll accept it. But it's got to be a Sharpie, not that dry erase shit.
Forever and ever. All right, so...
I want you to sandblast that shit out there.
Second episode of the new year, so we're going to go over the our most anticipated games of 2020. That list is constantly changing and fluxing in terms of like when we're getting things, according from our last episode to now, because it was
everything's been delayed.
It was
everything.
Delayed. Yeah, it was,
and that's the news.
Yeah.
That's the news. Everything's been delayed.
It's been delayed city ever since last time we recorded. So, but we're back to our normal rigmarole. So, Steak, what you playing?
All right. So I said in the last episode I wanted to finally finish Judgment, and I did.
Hey, congratulations.
So it took me I was about 8 hours away from finishing it. So I finally finished it. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Very much worthy of my number 2. I was already confident, and I'm even more confident in that. I love the way it went through. It's great. Right before you get into the final, all right, it warns you, okay, after this point, it's going to be nothing but story, and it's going to get intense. Are you ready? It basically gives you a warning. I'm like,
it's
oh
about
my
to
God.
get real. You ready for this?
I'm like, this is awesome. Right there, I'm like, yeah. It even says in there, if you need to get sleep, go get some sleep.
What?
And it was perfect because the night before, I was like, I am feeling a little tired. I think I'm going to finish this tomorrow. And good thing I did, because it was like 2.5, 3 hours long, the final.
Okay.
And there was a long stretches before you could save too. So
I say this without knowing how Death Stranding ends, but I feel like Kojima needs to adopt this.
That's probably a good idea.
We have a 45-minute video coming at the end of this game.
Oh my God.
You're close.
That was Metal Gear Solid 4. I beat it at 2 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
The cutscenes ended at about 4 in the morning, and I had class at 8 a.m. So that was brutal.
You can't pause it.
No, you can't. Well, especially back then, PS3,
right.
They didn't do that. So, So go play Judgment. I've said that many, many times. And because of that, I got the itch, and I've realized that I never finished Yakuza 0. So I've jumped back into that.
Okay.
So I'm excited although it is such an older fighting style, like the combat. It's because they've upgraded it, and that was the one. This was like the first PS4, what they did. So this and Kiwami were the same, but then Kiwami 2, Judgment, and all the other ones were different.
And the 13 other games between Judgment and Release Zero. Jesus.
But yeah, it felt good to get back into there, and so I'm gonna work through that. I played through the Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC.
Yeah. And.
Oh God!
Loved it. Get moving on.
Remember that Seinfeld episode when you talk about you talk about your relationship, and the higher up you touch your face, the worse it's going.
It's good. I gotta get out of here.
So it's $30, and that's a lot.
Oof.
It's a lot of money. So the actual story Remind DLC part, the story part, lasts about 4 hours long. And you realistically play like an hour and a half to 2 hours of that. The rest of it's story. And what it is you're redoing the whole ending. Because there's something that happens at the very end that when it happened before, you're like, how did that happen? Well, now that you find out.
Okay.
But you go through the entire ending again, but this time you don't necessarily have to play as Sora. You could play as some of the other characters that show up at the end. So that's kind of neat. So it gives you obviously every time they give me a choice, I'm like, well, I'm not playing as Sora. I already did this as Sora, so I'm going to play as the other characters and see what they can do and stuff. Which that was kind of neat. But it was just a rehash of. I'm like, as I'm going through, I'm like, we're just rehashing the whole ending with some new cutscenes in there because of the stuff that was going on behind the scenes while you were doing that, basically. So that was really weird. So that's it was like, okay, cool, but I wish you would have charged me $10 for this, because then the other thing you get is called, then after you do that, you get the Limitless episode. And this is when it's basically, for those of you who've played Kingdom Hearts before, it's the database battles, which is basically the bosses but in extremely harder ways and more strategic ways of having to face them.
Okay.
So it's basically a 13 bosses as hard as they can possibly be. Like, it's like a super hard run. And, like, for me, that
Yeah,
This is
It
fun.
like, exactly. Oh, I tried one of them, and I was like, nope. I went online because after you beat all that, there's a secret 14th boss and two secret endings, a good and a bad ending. So I'm like, all right, I just went to YouTube and watched those. I was like, nope.
Wait. So you can play through 14 bosses as hard as they could possibly be, and there's a way to get a bad ending?
Well, it depends on the final boss, the 14th. Either you beat them, you get the good ending, or you lose and you get the bad ending.
Okay.
That matters. So that's
So
just a matter of the last.
if you
guy.
get through 13, you're getting an ending.
You're getting an ending regardless. It's just a matter of
That makes
beating
more
the,
sense.
The 14th
I would say,
one,
like,
which
did
I
you-
won't say
did
because it is a big spoiler.
Did you
but-
not beat them good enough?
Right. So yeah. So I just watched it on YouTube because I'm like, I am not going to go through this. This is stupid. So like, and that sucks because now it's like, okay, yeah. Again, like I said, I wish you would have charged me like $10 for that actual story DLC, and then hey, here's another. How about another $10? You get this, and then another $10 gives you this super elaborate photo mode, which is very cool. But I am never going to use or touch. Like, I'm just not going to do it. I mean, good for people that are going to enjoy it. There are going to be a ton of people going crazy for that. I know.
I love that photo modes exists.
Yeah.
For looking at them on Twitter, but I
don't have the patience.
I have no patience or skill
Yeah,
or
no.
know-how to make anything even look good.
No. So
Desire.
Yeah, that too.
I'd rather do other things with my time. I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly. So overall, it's just like it's kind of it was definitely disappointing for me. Like, I mean, I appreciated the Remind DLC. It was fine. Like I said, I wish they did something different, but I get what they did, and it was fine. It helped the story. Now the secret boss and then the secret endings are really, really cool, especially for something that's coming that is basically like where we might be going with Kingdom Hearts. So that's really, really neat. But it just sucks that I was like, let's be real here. I'm never going to do this myself. I have to go on YouTube and just watch this.
Yeah, that's brutal, especially when you've already
I put all this time into it too. And it's like, and
you
it
played
sucks.
all the Kingdom Hearts games leading up to this point, and
Exactly.
you can't get to like that middle, possibly that next step toward in the story. That's, I don't know.
Yeah. So
this is why everyone's mad on the internet right now.
Right, pretty much,
I
yeah.
get that.
And I fully get it. And then you got the other crowd, the get good crowd. It's like, all right, fuck off. But yeah, so mixed reviews there. But like I said, it's just I think the hardest part for me is just that it was $30. Like that sucks. Like I spent way too much basically. If it was like 15, I still would think that would have been a little bit. But it's like, okay, I think that I could have eaten that a little bit better than 30.
Yeah.
One of the game I forgot to add here. So finally, Harmonix added Audica to the Oculus Quest. So this is their VR rhythm game, and it's Harmonix. So I'm like, I have to get this. It's $30, but they give you quite a bit of songs. And then they have a season pass, which is $20, and it adds all the songs that they added last year, which is like another 20 or 25 songs. And if you basically save $5 or $6 than buying the packs individually by getting the season pass for 20. I haven't done that yet. I'm going to. I just haven't. I just figured, well, there's actually quite a bit of songs you get with this. Let me get through this stuff first. It's really cool. So it's basically it's kind of like Beat Saber, but you don't instead of sabers you have guns. So you're shooting targets. Sometimes you have to hold the targets. Sometimes there's these things coming at you and you have to swat them away. But it's all in rhythm with the songs and everything like that.
Cool.
So it's cool. It's really a ton of fun. I mean, it's Harmonix. They're the kings of rhythm games. So that's why I was like, I have to get this. So and it's great. I'm looking forward to really diving more into that. And then finally, I picked up Tokyo Mirage Sessions #FE Encore for the Nintendo Switch.
You get all that?
Tokyo Mirage Sessions, FE Encore.
Missed the hashtag.
You think you're so big.
Basically, so this was on the Wii U. I was already past my Wii U stage when this came out, but this always looked really good, so I was super pumped they added this. This is basically the closest we're going to get to Persona 5.
Okay.
Like it instead of Personas, they're called Performas.
Oh, Jesus. For real?
Yeah,
my
absolutely. And you go through these dungeons, and it just has this Persona feel to it. I mean, one of the costumes for your characters is the Joker costume for Persona 5, so they know. And basically, and then instead of all these different Personas, your Performas are from Fire Emblem. They're the Fire Emblem characters.
Isn't everything Fire Emblem?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, everything's Fire Emblem now. But yeah. So that's where. So like that's why I was kind of worried at first. I was like, okay, what is this going to be like? Because it's like if it's like Fire Emblem, that's not for me. I don't like strategic tactical games like that. But no, this is like a turn-based RPG like the Persona games, but with featuring Fire Emblem characters in a different way, basically. And it's neat. It's fun so far. I'm really enjoying it. I'm only like 5 hours in, so I'm only on the second or third dungeon right now. But it's very, very anime. So just it's very anime. Just good to know on there. But it's but if you're looking for something, if you want something just like Persona that's on the Switch, we're obviously not getting Persona 5 ever. They would have done it already. I mean, we're getting that Scramble game, but that's like a Dynasty Warriors type game. So that doesn't really count. But yeah, no, this is the way to go, and it's neat. So I'm looking forward to diving more into it.
There you go. That's it.
Yep.
Art.
Yo,
Which plan?
do you want me to go over what I've been playing since the last time we did this, or since like we didn't do what you planned last time?
Well, I kind of cut a lot of those from because there would have been a lot.
I'm doing both.
Well,
I got some things to say.
Let me go through the ones I was playing before the past 2 weeks, because there's not much from the past 2 weeks. I'll just speed run through them here. Let's see. Death Stranding I already talked about. Not for me. Beautiful game, but the constant stress in that game is just not for me. Untitled Goose Game I played around with for a bit. It was a game, since it came out on Game Pass.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, I didn't feel the need to play all the way through it.
I don't know if I'm going to go back to it either, and that's going to be a theme of my section here in a minute. But
I mean,
I played about an hour of it, and that was
it's
it.
like you go in there and they give you a checklist of things to do, and you go around and do the things, and some of them are really straightforward, and some of them are a little more like puzzle-ish.
Right.
And then you move to the next part of town, and they get another list. And
No, but you're such a jerk.
Yeah, I mean,
This is fun.
it was funny. Like the first like half hour, I'm like,
Yeah.
this is funny, and then
yeah.
after that, I'm like, okay.
In the first area where you're fucking with the gardener, I was
Right.
like, okay.
Yeah, this is good.
And then by the end, I'm trying to get everything on the picnic blanket, and he keeps taking stuff back.
Oh
and
yeah, it's annoying.
Then I had to start locking him in the garden and turning hoses on to get what I needed. And, I went through like the second or third set of like checklists. I'm like, all right, I get it. I've had enough.
Yeah.
Golf Story, as I mentioned last time, needs more golf and less story.
Yep.
I played Gauntlet Slayer Edition, which is it's like a twin stick shooter. I don't know what to tell you. You go through, you get money, and you can buy upgrades for the different characters.
Does Slayer feature in there?
No,
Well, forget it.
It's false advertising.
Yeah.
I'm not even quite sure what makes it different from. Is there a Gauntlet Standard Edition? Is this somehow different? I don't know.
I've been off the
didn't-
Gauntlet.
I didn't
Some tells me there isn't.
yeah,
I didn't really.
Right to Slayer edition.
I didn't really look into it much. It was like a $5 game. And I played Void Bastards, which it was okay. It's
That's how I felt about it too.
it's so the whole I guess roguelike thing where you play through, you collect things, and when you die, it's all gone, and you start over again. That was fine. You have a map of you go to these different. There's a map of a galaxy. You go to different ships or planets, or whatever the hell they are, and you can choose which ones to go to. And there's a map of that, and you go around, and there's some enemies. And in the limited time I played, I didn't see or feel a big variety of enemies. I mean, there's a couple different guns that you can collect stuff and build. I mean, I like the art style. It was fine as far as gameplay, but nothing that really blew me away. I'm like, shit, I gotta play more of this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like other games like that I've played, like Enter the Gungeon or Binding of Isaac, like those. Like I played them, and granted, those are like twin stick shooters, and this is first person. I don't think that really had any effect on things. 'Cause I generally like first person shooter games. Just nothing there that really made me be like, shit, I gotta get back in there and figure this thing out. I mean, played through it, played a couple times, and I was like, all right, I get it. And then as far as stuff I played in the last 2 weeks, the only new thing, which isn't really new, would be Payday 2.
Oh.
Which I played that last night for the first time since PS3. Man, they've changed a lot of stuff in the menus in that game since PS3. Well, like, so I don't know if you remember, like, the skill trees in PS3. Yeah. Like, one of them, it was like to get, like, upgraded gadgets or weapons, you had to, like, complete a skill tree, basically. Like, if you wanted the saw to saw open the safe deposit boxes, you had to, like, complete that skill tree.
Right.
Or if you wanted, instead of, like, trip mines, if you wanted to turn those into C4 to blow open a safe, you had to complete that skill tree. No, right off the bat, I have C4. There's a skill tree where I can go up to a certain point and carry more C4s. The saw is a weapon that you buy.
Yeah, they changed. Like I remember at one point, I saw that they said like they were respecing everything, and every skill point you said is now like in a bank to like redistribute to however like you feel now with all these new to completely revamped skill trees.
So yeah, it was like just going like I turned it on. The first night I turned it on, just went into the menus and like didn't even play a mission.
Yeah.
Like I was looking through the menus and I'm like, I'm so lost, so lost. And then last night I actually went through and played some missions, and the variety of missions they have now compared to when I played it at launch, however many years ago, is interesting because now there are some missions where it's like you start the mission and your guns are out, it's guns blazing right away. There's no chance to no casing, there's no stealth option. It's like you're there and the firefight's already started. And then there's other ones where it's like you're in stealth, and if your cover gets blown, you have like 4 minutes to finish this or you fail.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So that was cool. And it's like that the one we did for the stealth, it was like realistically you're unless you like subdue everyone and zip tie them, like you're not doing it stealth because there's a part of the mission where you have to set off C4. And if there's somebody around who can make a phone call when that goes off, but like that one in particular is like you're robbing a car dealership and you have to steal these high-end cars. And there's driving in the game now, which is not good.
Ooh.
It's like you're just driving like an escape. Nobody's chasing you. You just have to like get to the delivery point.
That's when we did the PlayStation Now. That's the exact mission I played. It was one. It is that one.
So
it didn't go very well.
No.
It's like you have to be stealthy and go, and you have to find the bank manager to get like the key to the storage room. And when you get the bank manager, you find out like there's a new IT guy that started, and then you have to find out who the IT guy is and go hack his computer.
Okay.
And I think when you hack his computer, it opens the storage room, and then that's where you're messing with the computer as well.
You're right.
That always frightens me.
I'm just making sure that nothing happens.
All right.
So things are popping up, and I'm just making sure it doesn't. Yeah.
Okay.
Windows updates.
Like random stuff. Yeah, like Norton update stuff. I'm like, don't restart now, please.
But yeah, it's like there's a series of things you have to go through, and if you alert someone too soon, it's just impossible with the time crunch to get it done. So yeah, I definitely see some changes like that make it more interesting. There's still like there's like the Ukrainian job, which is the one where I used to be able to jump in, blow a safe, and get back to the truck within 14 seconds. It's still there. You can still do it that way, but went to go do that one last night and like wasn't paying attention at all and just bumped straight into a security guard. Like my mask was off. I wasn't even in heist mode, and I bumped into him, and it just triggered everything. I'm like, well, shit. So yeah, I mean that's still an interesting game. I have a hard time remembering that came out on PS3, but there's like
I can't believe it's that old. Yeah. Holy cow. I forget it's that old.
There is a ton of like licensed DLC in that game. There's like references to Point Break. There's the character I'm walking around is my heist outfit is I'm Jacket from Hotline Miami.
Nice.
And I don't have a saw yet. Oh, there's one mission called Stealing Christmas where there's a drunk Santa you have to beat for information. It's like you smack him, he gives you some information. You go do that part of it. You have to go back and beat him again. It's just over and over, which is kind of funny.
I like it.
Is it based in Philadelphia?
I don't know. It was a shopping mall. It was a shopping mall. So yeah, that's a good time. Outside of that, more Rainbow Six. There's a battle pass for Rainbow Six now.
Which, good or bad?
It's so there's a free battle pass, which like as you play the game and complete matches, you get points for the battle pass. If you win, you get a couple more points. There's a free tier where you get stuff like every 4 or 5 tiers, and might be like a free alpha pack or a free headgear or something.
Okay.
And there's a premium one where you can pay in their Monopoly money. And I think it costs like 760 credits or something. 720. No, wait. It's 800 credits to unlock the premium tier, and then every tier of the pass you create, you get something. It might be alpha pack. It might be a outfit, skin, a charm, renown boosters.
Yeah.
But if you do the premium tier, one of the rewards you get on that is you get R6 credits back, which is the currency you use to pay for it. If you complete the whole thing, you get 720 credits back. So if you're someone like me who's going to buy something else in that game eventually, you're paying 80 credits to basically unlock all the other crap.
Yeah, that's pretty standard in those battle passes.
Yeah.
Like you can usually almost earn enough to win or to buy the next one.
And the other thing too is like you can go through and you can play it on the free track, and then you can get to the end and decide, you know what, I want the premium stuff and pay then, and you get every tier you would have completed.
So many things to unlock.
So it's one of those things you could sit there and be like, well, I want to see how far I get to see if it's worth the money, and then at the end you can pay for it. And,
Yeah, right.
If you wanted to, it's fine. I don't think it's necessary to play the game. If it's a cool extra thing to have there, but it's not making me play any differently. Like there's little challenges in the battle pass too, like destroy 30 gadgets. So there was 4 different ones, like win three matches in a row, or 2 matches, or it was 3 in a row, like 3 whole games in a row. Mm-hmm. And then but one of them was like get 60 suppressor kills. I never used suppressors in that game. I'm not gonna start.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna start using suppressors, but I'm still gonna complete that battle pass just fine.
Yeah, right.
That's
All
it for me.
Hope y'all packed a lunch.
Nope, they don't wait here.
Some of the stuff I'm going to go over a little in less detail than others, but this is including some of the stuff leading up to Game of the Year. But I tried to play World War Z. You need human beings on your team to play, because it's like it is very, very similar to Left 4 Dead, where it's just like you get these moments where you're trying to hunker down for X amount of minutes to clear out a bunch of room or zombies, whatever it is, and you got I got 2 minutes, and then like if I'm the only person running around and setting traps and doing stuff, and I'm the heavy guns, we're all screwed. So like it just doesn't work with only one human being. You need more people on that. But what I said, I mean, it still seemed like if it was straight Left 4 Dead. Like it was third person Left 4 Dead. Is the best way to put it. Yeah, third person.
I know. While it's on Game Pass,
not a huge fan. Third person.
It's fine. I bought Concrete Genie during the Black Friday sale. I put about 2 hours into it and realized this is not for me.
Yeah.
It's artistically, it's great. Mm-hmm. Like I really like the way they animate the characters and the faces and the world and all that stuff. Like the environments are really cool, but like the gameplay, like the key mechanic is, you're a graffiti artist and you're supposed to, paint these paint the walls to light up
like your French ladies.
light up these light bulbs to exactly. I'm trying to do this, but you're
trying to do this, but they got me drawing dicks.
Exactly. I don't know how it happened. But you light up these light bulbs to light up the area to fend off the dark, the darkness that's coming in over your town. Mm-hmm. So, but like getting that to work sometimes is just very frustrating. Mm-hmm. Like trying to get it to like I'm completely, and you need like your little concrete genie, which is like a little guy who helps you out like on the wall, go across it, and it's just like, why is he not following me? And like. It's just it became kind of frustrating, and I just wasn't liking enough to work through it. So I ended up ditching that one a couple hours in.
Yeah.
I finished Arkham VR and got all the Riddler trophies.
Oh,
so
nice!
I have all the Riddler trophies you can possibly get in all the Arkham games.
In all of the world.
In all of them, I have them all.
Did you go get your Earth skin that they added to Arkham Knight?
No, I'm not doing anything else with Arkham until it's a new damn game that they keep teasing for 6 months.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I am so sick. I'm over it.
Everyone was like,
it's gonna be a mobile game.
Everyone was like,
oh my God, that would be something.
Riddle of microtransactions.
They're at this point too where they're at the hype pinnacle.
Yeah.
If they try one more,
I feel like they were at the pinnacle, and they're like.
They're coming down now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like
if they say another thing without saying what it is, people will be like, "Fuck this!" Like you are like, I don't care.
If they start filling in those other pins and that's it, oh my God! You're telling me like we probably have like another 8, like E3 is basically what you're telling me.
There's like it's National Penguin Day. Maybe they're gonna do something,
right?
And it's just like nothing came up. It's just like, but what I was saying is like, if they do one more hype thing, they're gonna go off the ledge, and it's gonna be like, what is this fucking game?
Yep.
No one cares anymore.
Everyone's already
jumped the hype shark.
Like I said, there's a lot of people already on that train.
Another Black Friday deal was Days Gone. I played that thing for about 15 hours.
Wow.
The arc of this is better than I thought it was going to be. I'm really liking this. I'm kind of done with this. I'm done with this. Was in that whole time frame, because like it is almost really, really special, because like it does a lot of things okay. It doesn't do anything really well. Like the shooting mechanics are fun. I like when you're just on your motorcycle going through the countryside, and you just come across a building coming across essentially an outpost for like their version of the CDC and things
Right.
like that. It's like that's really cool, and you can kind of just. And then also just come over Ridge and holy crap, there's 300 zombies here and I'm super dead, you know,
Right.
because like I never got to a point where I could take down a whole herd. I never did. I never got to that point. But like the character just kind of just really grated on me. Like the main character just really, really grated on me. It was just like he's just like constantly like his inner monologue is outside. So he's just like, oh, I'm gonna kill these guys. I'm gonna kill them. They're so dead. I'm gonna kill them. And I was like, whoa, dude, there's no one even around.
So what you're saying is it's just a monologue,
It's yeah, but I mean, it's like
an external inner monologue.
I think it's supposed to be his inner monologue, but
Yeah.
he's just like Part 2 brought to you by Windows Updates. So, back in talking
Think your
about
computer's safe? Wrong. Microsoft's gonna fuck you in the ass.
anyway. So, talking about Days Gone. So, like, yeah, I was talking about just how Deacon St. John is just so just like. I'm just riding around, and all of a sudden he's just like yelling at people that he doesn't even see. I didn't see it, like, because like I'll get to a point where like a camp will be in my like circle, like, but I haven't seen it yet, so I haven't seen what he's yelling at yet. It's like, oh, these guys, you think they can come in here and kill everybody? I'm gonna kill them. Like, I was like, whoa, what are we talking about? Who are we talking about here? I didn't even know what's going on.
Deacon St. John is like a bad name from a romance novel.
Well, he's not very romantic, but. I got to the point where it's just like I got to a new camp and I was just like I'm just doing the same thing in a new camp. I was just like I'm just done with it. I wasn't enjoying it anymore. But the things I did really like about it though is just like their mission structure is very interesting. Where like one mission, like they have different like storylines. So they have like 4 or 5 different storylines that you're doing. Not all at the same time, but sometimes you can affect more than one at one time. Like I have a storyline with Camp A, and I have a storyline, my own personal storyline. Then I have a storyline with this girl I saved. So like I can do something for the camp that also helps the girl I saved too, and I'm pushing like both stories together forward at the same time. I like that kind of stuff, and that was neat. But like. It was like, they always talk about it. It's like, it's a little bit of all these AAA games and like, oh, you can scan and shoot and ride. And then it's like, it didn't quite come together.
Coming from Sony, Ben, that was really disappointing.
It just felt like it felt like it was trying to be a Naughty Dog game and it wasn't.
Yeah, right.
It just wasn't there.
Yep.
Like that's not the cutscenes were a little awkward. They had like awkward cuts in it.
Yeah.
They showed me the same cutscene twice because they showed me a little bit more from the beginning of it. So just like I don't need to see the rest of it. Like you can show me the
then fade out or something.
right.
Yeah,
so like,
exactly.
Like I've already seen it literally it did the whole last scene. It did the whole scene again.
Yeah, that's too much.
It was just weird choices like that.
Hypothetical. Days Gone 2 comes out. You buying it?
I'm gonna try it, especially if I can buy it for $15 and sell the games for 18.
There you go. Yeah.
You played 15 hours and turned a profit.
I did. It's pretty good. So on to my New Year's resolution list. I played all the way through Mortal Kombat X.
Nice.
It's it's Mortal Kombat.
Great
I
story.
totally enjoyed it.
Yeah. Great story.
I totally enjoyed it, and then I did all the fatalities for all the people, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
There's nothing else for me to do.
Yeah.
I opened up all the crypt boxes that I earned enough credits for,
Right.
just to see what the hell it was, and that was all I did on that. It was totally fine. I liked it a lot. I felt the need to play Luigi's Mansion 3 because it was like your game of the year.
Yes.
So I'm also kind of feeling like I get it and I'm done with it. I got to like the 8th or 9th floor.
Okay.
So I'm pretty far into it.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
yeah.
I feel like I can.
There's a lot going on after that kind of like slows it down a little because I know what you're talking about. Like when I hit that point, I was like, okay, this game's going by really quick.
Yeah.
And then other things start happening.
Yeah. So like I'm thinking I do want to try. I'm not quite ready to throw a towel in on it yet, but like I really like it. I love how charming it is, and talk about worlds to live in. I want to live in that world because there's money everywhere.
Oh yeah,
there's gold bricks everywhere. Like I'm sucking my vacuum up and
dollar bills
in a plane, and there's dollar bills just
all
come out
over
of
my
nowhere.
face.
It's just before I could even buy anything, I had like $10,000.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but I do love like this, like the quirkiness and goofiness and the puzzles. I like those as well, and just kind of just how like I said, just how. It's a very simple formula.
Oh, absolutely.
You go to a floor, you solve the puzzle, you fight the last bad guy, you get the button, you do it again.
Yep.
But yeah, man, I guess I'm liking it, but I'm hoping that when I get to like the next couple levels, they do something a little bit different.
There's something that kind of spins it up a little, which is cool and also aggravating at the same time. A little bit aggravating, but once you figure it out, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
Okay. I got it.
I love the Guiji puzzles.
So
like,
great.
It's so and like it's just like I can just go through it.
Right.
Like,
You forget that you got that option.
And it's like you forget that you have them because there's a long period of time where you don't really need them,
Right.
and then sometimes you 100% need them for different things.
Yep.
And I just love it. It's like it's so weird because it's like your whole soul moves into Guiji, and you just see Luigi like
Yeah. He's
dead.
just there like
and then like
lifeless.
if like Luigi gets like the key to see Luigi go like yeah.
yeah.
And it's just
It's so good.
Yeah, it has really good timing and stuff like that. And I really do like it. But yeah, I see what you're saying though. Like it's a beautiful game. There's really a lot to love. I just want I really have enjoyed my time. I didn't want to start with a downer. Like I think I'm done with it. But like I put a lot of time into it already. I just want something a little bit different to happen, but just to keep me going.
Yeah.
I felt like playing a shooter, so I played all the way through Call of Duty World War II. That game is really good. Like really, really good.
That's the one that had like the individual chapter stories, right?
No, I mean
It wasn't like a continuous storyline.
No, that one is. You're thinking of Infinite Warfare.
No, I'm thinking of
Battlefield.
Battlefield.
Battlefield has Battlefield 1 had the 5 different like vignettes.
Yeah.
This one was one story. You follow one company through, basically all of World War II. But this one really changes it up because it didn't do like the regenerative health. So you had to like call for health packs from your buddy who does like who's the medic, a guy who has like the gun packs, guy who has grenades, guy who has airstrike gas canisters. So you throw it out and get the green smoke comes up and the airstrike comes in. So like all that's great and it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it really like the quality of it is really cool, and you have some very cool World War II spy stuff you get to do. Like in one mission, you control a different character who was part of the French resistance in I forget where you were, but like I'm going through like a Nazi office and like I gotta like keep my story straight. They give me my papers and they say like, this is your name, you're from this, you were sent here by this person to get this thing, and constantly people are asking for your papers and constantly people are trying to like test you and being like, oh, Mr. Weinschneider says hi, like, and you're like, well, that's not who sent me. Like you gotta you gotta really stay on your toes.
Okay.
And things like that. And it's really, and I thought that was really neat. But yeah, man, that was like I don't really hear a lot. I don't remember hearing a lot of people talk about that story in that game.
Yeah, do I?
But I mean, I guess I'm kind of a sucker for that kind of like I like those movies too. But like,
Sure.
Man, there is it's very different than the other Call of Duty games now. Where just like you're going through hallways and shooting people come out of doorways. Like this is more just like you're in the woods a lot and you're just going to these open areas. And you really got to get. I felt like a real connection with my other squad mates as I went through there too. So yeah, really really like that. Put about an hour into Resident Evil 6. I understand the criticisms. It doesn't feel at all like Resident Evil game, like at all. Like it feels like a Sega game, which is not a compliment. It has like the same like Sega has like the same font and sound and like with like a lot of their stuff, and it's like every button press comes with like an icon, and the icon's always different.
Yeah.
And
is the intro screen like the Capcom logo comes up and goes Capcom?
That'd be awesome.
It's just like I mean, I'm like in the very like the intro scene. I'm like carrying this character I've never seen before. I have no idea who this person is, so like I don't know why I even care. I thought it was Claire because she's wearing a red vest.
It looked like it. Yeah.
It's not.
No.
I'm gonna stick with it because I said I would. But we'll see how long I can stomach that one.
Fine.
I'm also gonna.
It's not. I don't think it's awful.
I've also decided I'm gonna be playing it on easy because I can't.
Absolutely.
If there's too much pushback on me, I'm gonna go away.
Yeah. No. That's smart.
What are you gonna say?
Well, you said you have to stick with it. What was it? One of your New Year's resolution games? I thought your thing on those like if you're not feeling it, you could eject it.
100%. I mean, I can always eject it. Whatever.
All right.
But like, I'm just saying, like,
I'm just trying to figure out how much room I have to hold your feet to the fire here down the road.
You don't. But I just want to see. I mean, this is the only one I haven't finished or played at all. So I'm just curious just how it goes. Last but not least, last couple of days I've been playing Apex Legends again.
Yeah, I saw you on that earlier.
You know what's really great about not playing a game for a while and going back to it?
You suck at it?
No, actually, I was fine with it. I finished second twice. Very upsetting, especially because if I would have had a teammate that could like that was a time I wish I could have talked to a teammate, been like, you go left, I go right, and we would have finished it. But that wasn't happening. Anyway, I I had all these Apex packs just waiting on me. I had,
okay.
I had like 22 of these things. I had all these credits built up. Just like, I can buy a character. Like,
I don't think I mentioned that last time we talked or this time. So whatever, like months ago, I swore off Out of the Park Baseball because they never delivered on their mobile app.
Right.
And the one guy who I watch who streamed it, he's like a writer for fantasy baseball stuff, so he like talks really in depth about it. So I saw he was streaming it the one. I'm like, shit, I'm getting the itch now. So I fired it up, and I had like 250,000 credits because like the seasons had just kept running.
Right.
Yeah.
I was able to buy so many packs and players, and
I don't know what I did to earn all these things, but like I said, I had enough money to buy one of the new characters, and I had 23, I think, of those Apex packs. It was just like all kinds of stuff.
Well, that's like the first time I ever loaded up Rainbow Six because I got in like what was that, like year 3 or something? I think I had 50 like trophies were just popping.
Yeah.
I think I have like 53% of the trophies just from loading up the game. Like,
I think trophies that were glitched, they started giving them to people.
yeah,
That makes sense. That's how I got most of mine too. But yeah, no, that game is still great. The new map, I knew that there was a second map, but I loaded. I was like, oh, this is familiar. I still think it's one of the better battle royale games, just because of the ping system is still really great, despite what I just said a minute ago about if I wish I could talk to the person. I could have talked to that person if I just put my headset on, but
Sure.
I was the idiot. It's my fault. But the thing I don't like about the new version of the game is they have regular mode and then they have a ranked mode. So I'm playing the regular mode just because I was just kind of jumping and messing around. Unfortunately, everyone's messing around. Like I have people constantly
Yeah.
are constantly dropping out of the games. Like you're supposed to have 3 people.
Welcome,
I constantly have 2.
Welcome to Quick Match on Siege.
It's like it's seriously.
People die, they leave. Like they don't want to wait for the next round to start.
It's like and like in Apex you can someone can grab your banner and revive you, and
Yeah,
it's like
right.
they die, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, dude, stick around. Like,
Yeah.
And both times I finished second, it was me and one other guy. So like we would have had that third teammate in there who would know what could have
Right.
happened. But it is what it is. It's still great. It still feels great. It handles great. And the guns are so good. I got the new one coming out soon, but the newest guy I unlocked has like a little drone you can fly around, like mark guys, and it's totally awesome because they like light up on your screen. So like on your whole squad. So like that really helped us out in a pinch. From the guy who was controlling him. Really got that drone out there and helped everybody. So it's even the stuff that the new legends that they put in, their new techniques I think are really, really cool. But that's it. That's all I've been playing. All the new stuff. Steak. It's coming out next couple weeks.
All right. On February 4th, The Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance Tactics is coming out for PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. February 4th, also on February 4th, Zombie Army 4 Dead War for PC, Xbox One, and PS4.
I was unaware that was a series until 3 came out.
Yeah.
And sure.
Well, I think it was overseas. I think 3 was the first one they actually got here.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So it looks stupid fun. Like it really does. Like that's something I'm kind of hoping eventually gets its way to Game Pass.
I'm into
That'd
that.
be interesting.
Yeah.
And then on February 11th, so Yakuza 5 is coming out digitally for PS4. But the Yakuza Remastered Collection is coming out physically for PS4. So that includes Yakuza 3, 4, and 5.
Okay, cool.
So because 3 came out a while ago, 4 came out a while ago, and then 5 is finally coming out. So but you get all of those on the physical disc. 3, I think it's 3 and 4 on one disc, and then 5 on the other.
Are there any Yakuza games you cannot get on PS4 at this point?
Now you can get all of them on PS4 because
Cool.
Zero's there. Kiwami is the remake of 1. Yakuza 2 Kiwami is the remake of 2.
Right.
And then 3, 4, and 5 are basically just HD remasters. Like so they're not remakes like the other ones were. So these are going to look like upscale PS3 games.
Gotcha.
So they're still not. So they're not going to be as high quality. But they're still. But yeah, you can play all of them on PS4.
Gotcha.
So that's it for new releases. PlayStation Plus games for February. Nice thing about recording on Wednesday, we actually we got them, not the day after we record. So for a PlayStation this coming up in February, we're gonna get BioShock the collection. You have no excuse now to not play this.
Sure, I do.
Oh, it's so good, dude.
Fucking play this art.
Rainbow Six still exists.
No.
You know how many good games I haven't played because of Rainbow Six?
I know.
God of War.
God of War.
That's the big
first
one.
thing came to my mind,
That's the
too.
big one.
Mike loaned it to me for 6 months. I gave it back to him, bought a copy, still haven't played it.
God. But yeah, so that's awesome. I might even go through them again. The other game we're getting is Sims 4. Cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Cool. And then we're getting a bonus third game. Art, this one is totally up your alley. I'm not being sarcastic. Firewall Zero Hour for PlayStation VR. It's basically supposed to be the VR version of Rainbow Six. Great. Which I have physically, but I've never played because I didn't know anyone else that had it. I'm like, I didn't want to play with randoms. So now, all right, guys, we got to figure out a night and play this. For real. Seriously. And I have the aim gun too, so I'll be extra. So when I'm really bad, I have really no excuse. This is bad performance.
This gun doesn't work well. I don't tell you.
I got to charge that thing.
I looked at those things out of curiosity.
Awesome.
They're fucking expensive.
They are.
They are. I thought they'd be. I figured you can give them for like $40 at this point.
No. I basically got a really good deal on the bundle with Farpoint. That's what it was. Like I think I got that for like $40. Like
That's
the bundle.
Good.
It was crazy. Yeah. That was back when like people really weren't buying VRs because they were still $400.
Yeah, right.
So they were cheaping things out.
They're on eBay for like $60 used still.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's insanity.
But it's awesome, especially for the games that can use it because that supports it, and so does Doom VFR.
Which I have as well.
That is awesome with Doom. And Farpoint is really, really good, actually.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Stupid. To get like the one.
But if you want the true experience, no.
I don't know if I want that.
I don't know if I want it that bad.
We also have our Xbox games with gold for February. So for Xbox One, we're going to get TT Isle of Man from February 1st through the 29th. It's basically a motorcycle game. I hear it's actually very, very good. So if you're into that, you're going to really enjoy this one. And then the second game we're getting, I'm so happy that I pulled off because it was on sale on PlayStation for $10 this weekend. And I was really tempted because it was so cheap. Call of Cthulhu.
Yes.
From February 16th through March 15th. That was something I did not want to pay $60 for, but I was really interested in.
I'll give that a spin too.
Hell yeah, I'm super pumped to finally try that out. And then for Xbox 360, which is also playable on your Xbox One, Fable Heroes from February 1st through the 15th. That was like the cartoony cooperative kind of game.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't think that reviewed very well, to be honest.
I don't remember it.
I don't remember
it at
though.
all.
No.
And I like Fable.
And then the second game is going to be Star Wars Battlefront, for the original.
Oh yeah.
From February 16th to the 29th. That was the on Xbox, original Xbox. Some games that have recently been added to Xbox Game Pass. Tekken 7 is now on there, which is awesome because Tekken 7 that flew under the radar of all the fighting games, and it is phenomenal.
Yeah, they came out that like
everything
couple month where like a bunch of like fighting games all came out at the same time.
I think like Injustice 2 came out right around the same time. I think Street Fighter 5 was right around roughly the same time. There's a bunch of stuff, but it is excellent. So finally, we got Xbox Game Pass. If you're a fighting fan, go download Tekken 7, and there's a ton of extras you can download if you end up liking it that you can add. Children of Moria, which I hear is excellent. I have not played it, but I've heard it's very, very good. A Plague Tale: Innocence.
Give it a whirl, guys.
I'll give it a whirl for on Xbox Game Pass now.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
It's give it a whirl and get to the rats.
Mm-hmm. And then I forget that. Sword Art Online: Fatal Bullet. So if you're a fan of the anime, this takes place in the second season, which is the part of the what's it called? The gun something gun online. So it's very like more gun based. Yeah, Galgun was in my head. I'm like, that's wrong. That was first in my head. That's why I was like, that's why I hesitated for a second. Galgun is what was in my head.
Man.
But no, it actually, I've heard really good things about it. I've downloaded it. I have not had a chance to play it yet, but I've been. It's been on sale a lot lately. Again, there's another game where I'm like,
yeah, right.
I want to play it, but I still don't want to spend money on it. God, I love Game Pass.
honestly,
and they're teasing February. Like,
I was
going to
say, like, they've been really quiet recently. I said, like, I think it was yesterday when they tweeted that. I was just like, February's gonna be a big deal, guys. So like,
I am so pumped.
What does it mean?
I think we're finally gonna get at least. I think we're gonna get at least one of the first Final Fantasy games.
We have 19 of them to put on.
All of them, yeah. So I'm thinking Final Fantasy 7, and I'm thinking Yakuza 0. Because the Yakuza games are supposed to be coming too. So I think they're going to... I don't think they're going to give us all of them at once. Like, same with Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy, we might get 2 of them. Like, at the same time. I could see maybe, like, 7 and 10. Like, I don't think they're not going to do an order because 8 just came out. So I think I could see, like, something like 7 and 10. And then with Yakuza, I think they're going to give us one at a time. Kind of give people a chance to play through them. But, yeah, it's going
to be something.
It's great.
Extra. It's time for the news.
The news.
So 2 weeks ago, I had a good laugh at Snake's expense about Square Enix delaying games.
Karma, bitch.
How the
Yeah, karma
the
is a
turntails have turned.
motherfucker. I mean, Square Enix delayed Avengers, and they delayed their Final Fantasy VII Remake demo. It's not a full game, it's just a demo. Just taste. So we had a delay week. What, last week? 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks
I don't
ago.
remember.
It was right after we recorded.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077 delayed till September 12th.
I'm so happy for that, though. Like, because now that makes me feel better about Final Fantasy.
Iron Man VR delayed to May 15th.
That sucked. I was
Sucks.
really looking for that
Yeah,
in
me
the
too.
end of February.
Dying Light 2 delayed until later in 2020.
Yeah, indefinitely.
Ugh.
Yikes.
That's gonna be a next gen launch now. I think it's gonna be a simultaneous double system release.
Yeah, and like the Cyberpunk thing, like, is gonna be like 4 months away from like the new systems at this point.
They denied though that it's not for next
Yeah.
gen. They've denied that. So, which that's kind of surprising to me though. Like I don't know.
Yeah. That all sucks.
It all sucks.
Every bit of it.
So like,
Although, if it's going to make the game work, good, then I guess it's okay, but
I mean, they said it's done and playable, which is good. So
it was like Cyberpunk was the first of those 3 announced, I think.
yeah.
So you step up there, you kick the nuts right there. You scrape yourself off the ground. Like Iron Man comes and throws like a real close like fake at you.
yeah. Ugh.
And you're still not comfortable about it, and then Dying Light comes up and just gives you like a tap right there, just to drop you again.
Pushes you over the
Yeah.
edge. Fuck you all.
yeah, so like, so the first portion of this year doesn't look all that great. I mean, a lot of people are talking. Kentucky Route Zero just came out, which is a game for me. But I will get it eventually.
I read the description of that and saw images. I'm like, oh, Mike,
yeah.
that's
yeah.
meant for you.
Yeah, once that's probably gonna be the first game I buy once I'm done with my resolution.
You have to do the resolution.
But beyond that, I mean, Doom comes out in late March.
March
I think.
20th. Yep.
So
That's nice. That kind of opened things up for that, which
Yeah.
I am. And after that preview that everyone's been talking, I am even more pumped for.
right. So that's I mean, are we in the news, or should we already start talking 2020 games?
Just start talking. Let's just
All right.
All right.
let's just
do
go for it because
All
that's all I had. I'm over here trying not to shed tears, but
All right.
We'll change the
so,
subject for you.
so we'll start off with stuff that has confirmed dates, and then we'll get into
Right. So
non-confirmed.
Yeah, so these are, and we always do like our most anticipated games of the upcoming year. So this is basically every game that's essentially been announced. We may not do every single one.
I'd say probably every.
I would say
every major game.
I'm gonna pick more bigger titles.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna skip some of these small titles.
But some of the stuff doesn't have release dates yet. Some of the stuff we've heard or seen some of, but
Yeah.
we don't necessarily have a release date.
When Steak's done, Mike will have a list of 20 indie games you've never heard of
Yeah.
this year that he's interested in.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay. All right.
I've been
So,
lacking recently though. I've been too much goddamn Siege.
so we'll start with current dates. So that these are really close. So hopefully they won't get delayed. February 14th, Darksiders Genesis. This is the Diablo style, introducing Strife though into the field. But Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. It's currently on PC, getting good reviews.
One less reason to buy Stadia too.
Right, exactly.
Which, by the way, do you see the thing like recently that they were tweeting about? Well, not Stadia wasn't tweeting about it, but someone was talking about it. It's been like 60 days since they've announced a new game for Stadia.
Oh yeah, they just put up a thing yesterday
They
or
put two
something.
games up on their
E3's
premium.
like 4
That's
months.
right.
They put
That's
games
right.
they already had on the service. They put it on their premium pass, so you get it if you're paying the premium price.
Well, I heard-
but nothing new's been announced in months.
I heard the Reddit was going nuts the last couple of days. Like the official
Yeah.
Reddit, which is normally like everyone's like, "Oh, we got this. It'll be
Yeah.
okay, everyone." Now people are turning.
Well, Stadia on Twitter is very interesting to watch because they constantly like people who talk about Stadia. Constantly like
Yeah.
everything Stadia's ever. Every time someone talks about Stadia, they throw up as a like.
We should throw a tweet up there being like either ad or hashtag Stadia. Just be like, I'm just tweeting about Stadia to see if Stadia will give me a like.
Yeah.
But they liked one a couple days ago. It was just like someone saying like, "Yeah, I got this." I mean, it like literally said it was like, "Yeah, it's okay." It was like
lukewarmest
God.
of
yes,
Oh my
mediocre
God.
reviews. Send it to the
Fantastic.
masses. All right.
Awesome.
Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Also on February 14th, we're getting the official release for Dreams.
Oh yeah,
So you're gonna have to let us know what changes or what they do.
I will.
Like,
I haven't been in there in months either. I should
I'm
probably
wondering-
check it out before and after.
and I'm wondering if it's gonna you're gonna automatically unlock a bunch of trophies because you've been doing stuff too, like that kind of thing. Like I would assume.
Yeah,
but
maybe. I really don't know.
I'm curious to see
Yeah.
what that's all about.
I haven't been there in a while. I should take a spin.
Mike
Yeah.
loves trophies. When he's not running a sweatshop for trophies,
Yeah.
he loves the pop open games he played in pre-release to get trophies.
That's right.
Child labor laws, bitch.
60 hours of Minecraft.
Also on February 14th, Street Fighter V, the Championship Edition. So this is like everything that they've ever released for Street Fighter V all in one pack. So it's finally worth it. So there you go. February 18th is the 10th anniversary bundle of Bayonetta and Vanquish. So that's
wow.
huge for
Yeah.
a lot of people because Bayonetta's fantastic, and a lot of people pass on Vanquish. Do not pass on Vanquish; it's excellent. February 20th, Devil May Cry 3 Special Editions coming to Switch, which is supposed to add a shit ton of stuff to it. They're saying they just still won't tell us what. February 25th, the Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection. I know you're going to be all over that.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are those?
Those are the ones that were on Game Boy Advance and
Yes.
DS,
Okay.
and everyone says they're excellent.
I'm in.
So I think there's 6 of them.
I have all the other. I literally own every Mega Man games on my Switch already. So why not? Why not complete the collection?
Also on the 25th, that 2 Point Hospitals finally coming to consoles. So Switch, PS4, Xbox One. That's something when it's on sale on Switch, I might grab that because that's something I could probably just sink hours into. I could see.
And you can just like jump in for a half an hour or two and like
Right.
jump back out. And it
Exactly.
doesn't make a difference.
On February 28th, the Metro Redux collections coming out on Nintendo Switch. So Metro 2033 and Last Light, I think was the second one.
I don't remember.
But yeah, that collection's coming. I'm curious to see how those are going to run on Switch. March 6th, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX for Nintendo Switch.
You excited? All right.
March 11th, we're finally getting Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Yes, just went gold.
Which is awesome. So that's that seems like wrong. Did they delete it again?
No.
Was it supposed to be February?
No,
I thought at the Game Awards they announced February 20th.
No, I think
right
that
now-
was the original one. I think it got moved to March before, after.
Can you double check that for me, Art? Thank you. I figured that's why you're grabbing your phone because that looked. I thought that was supposed to be February. I didn't realize it was delayed again. But finally,
Yeah, right.
Either way, it's coming.
It'll be on Game Pass, and I'm going to add it
Yes.
to my
Oh,
fantasy
I'm
points
so pumped.
so I can win.
March 13th, Neo 2. So that's going to be probably another huge release.
They announced
Really?
the Game Awards that was delayed from February to March.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's
okay.
what I thought.
All right. That's one where I'm half tempted to jump in day one because that was the thing with Neo. Like the first Neo game, I jumped in a little, like a couple of weeks later. I was getting really good at it. Something else came out, and then I never went back. And I downloaded it since it came to Plus, but I'm
Right.
kind of worried about going back into it.
I said like the only reason I stopped playing Bloodborne is because I moved and I didn't have access to a PlayStation for like 3 weeks, and I came back to it, I was like I'm terrible.
Yeah.
You need to be those.
You gotta
games,
keep playing.
You need to be
it.
in a flow of those
Yep,
games.
absolutely. Which is a shame though, because the first Neo was really good. March 17th, MLB The Show 20. So for us local Chicago fans, Chicago Cub is on the cover. So
And
that's
on that basis alone, I'm not buying it.
God, I'm always by myself on this damn podcast.
March 20th, Animal Crossing: New Horizons.
Also added to my list.
Super pumped for that.
Add
Also
my
on
points.
also on March 20th is, as we talked about earlier, Doom Eternal.
Yep.
And if you've pre-ordered Doom Eternal, you will also get Doom 64.
Very
Or
cool.
you can buy Doom 64. Just go pre-order Doom Eternal. Get both. On March 24th, Bleeding Edge. This is the arena battle Ninja Theory game for Xbox. It's gonna be on Xbox Game Pass. Might as well give it a try.
It's like a Overwatch-esque.
Right. March 31st, the Persona 5 Royal Edition is coming out for PS4. It's
Happy
basically-
birthday to me.
Yeah.
You gonna get it?
No.
It's basically Persona 5, but it's kind of like the Persona 4 Golden was on Vita with a bunch of extra stuff in it. And then sometime in March is the Half-Life Alyx
Yeah, they still
VR
haven't said yet,
game.
have they?
Still have not, but they've been very active on Reddit and confirmed that no, we don't expect a delay. So, and they said the one guy was saying we're practically done with it. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, they said the Valve Index was they basically doubled their sales from
Yeah.
the moment of Alex announced to now. Like they're sold out worldwide right now.
Which is insane because that index is like $1,000.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
yeah. It's nuts.
Basically, what I need to do is just upgrade my video card so I can get the link cable for my Oculus Quest and play it that way. I got to just do that.
Get you a solid USB-C cable and you're good to go.
Yeah, exactly. All right, jump into April here. This is a very busy month. Resident Evil 3, March 3rd, right away.
There it is.
Awesome.
Wait, you said you're jumping to April and you said March 3rd. You
Okay.
broke
Did
my
he?
brain. Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay.
April 3rd.
Okay.
We're jumping to April 3rd.
Okay.
Thank you.
I didn't hear that at all.
Yeah.
I did.
I saw Resident Evil 3.
I saw 3 and 3. And that's how like March got in my head.
Okay.
Oh, that would have been perfect. 3 and 3. Oh, that would have been great.
Missed opportunity.
Come on, Capcom.
You need an extra month of
You know it
development.
was ready. You know it's ready. April 10th, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Shut up. We're not talking about that. April 24th.
Everyone's asking when the demo of that game's coming out, and they just got the date right there.
Right.
April 10th.
Jesus Christ. I know that demo. God damn it. Just give me that. I have a feeling it's going to actually release. What was that? March 3rd, the game was originally supposed to come out. It's going to release that day, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
April 24th is the Predator Hunting Grounds. Nope. All right. Also on April 24th, this one's for me. Trials of Mana. First time. Well, not first time. This is the remake of the Japanese third Mana series game coming out. I'm super pumped for that. April 28th is the Gears Tactics game.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Which actually was. I don't like tactics games, so I won't play it, but it looks really good. Like if you're into tactics, like the graphics are way better than I expected for that game. And then it says here to be announced, but sometime in April is supposed to be that Minecraft Dungeons, which is basically Diablo style Minecraft, and that looked like a ton of fun.
Minecraft with an objective? Holy hell!
Yeah. May 15th is the Iron Man VR, as we discussed. So super pumped for that. May 19th, it's gonna be on Game Pass, so I'm gonna give it a try. Wasteland 3.
Yeah, why not?
So definitely gonna give it a roll. May 29th, The Last of Us Part 2.
Yes. Man, I cannot believe we're, 4 months away from new Last of Us.
Yeah.
Should probably play the first one.
Oh, my God.
Maybe finish the first one.
I know.
We'll see if I can get through that combat. I doubt it.
Just put it on easy mode.
That's what I'm gonna do.
It's so worth it.
That's the thing. I really want to know the story because everyone says the story is so good.
It's unbelievable.
So I really want to. And then sometime in May is that Fast and Furious Crossroads game.
Just in time for a 9th Fast and Furious movie.
Oh yes.
Actually, isn't it like a 10th?
No, F9.
F9.
Right, but there's Hobbs and Shaw, which
well, Hobbs and Shaw is a spin-off.
Didn't they have like a TV show too? I feel like I might have made that up.
No, I don't think so. I don't think they did.
I don't know. I can't keep track of their shit. Did the world really need
They're
9
fun.
Fast and Furious movies?
They're fun.
someone's got to keep putting food on Vin Diesel's table, all
That's
right?
I guess.
They make a shit ton of money.
That's
A shit ton.
the world craves it.
Yep.
Also, it's one of those ones that they can, make it and then ship it anywhere in the world. And
Yeah. So we're gonna jump all the way
I can't
from
believe it survived Tokyo Drift.
we're gonna jump all the way from May to September because we have no summer confirmed dates right now. September 4th, Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah.
Let's hope this. I really want it to be at least fun. Like, please be fun.
Yeah.
just go to find an arcade and play 6-person X-Men.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to play 2 sticks at the same time, like I was doing.
Oh yes, nice.
And
very jealous
and
of that.
letting the one person die as bullet fodder and just hitting their special every now and then.
And moving.
Did you guys hit the
forward.
start button like this? Like,
Oh, yeah.
get 99 lives.
because I mean, it said like I don't know if you remember. Every time you hit put a coin, it says like Wolverine, Cyclops.
yep.
It's like Cyclops, Wolverine, Cyclops, Wolverine.
So Mike
That's
thought it'd
awesome.
be fun. Just at the end of every level,
Yeah, we
pump the Wolverine button a few times.
That's awesome.
It was a techno rave for Wolverine in there for sure.
I love it. And then September 17th, Cyberpunk 2077, as we discussed. And then December 23rd, a game called Who's Your Daddy? It's a
Wait.
simulation.
Wait, is that the one you and I play where it's like one person is the kid, baby, one person's the dad?
That's Shower with Your Dad.
No.
Right?
No.
There's
another
another one
one.
I think we
tried
tried
doing it,
playing
we
it.
couldn't do
Yeah,
it.
but it's like one person's the dad, one person's the kid, and like if you're the kid, you're trying to hurt
An
yourself.
early access version of the game was made available in late 2015.
That's totally it.
What's the synopsis of that game?
That's totally it. Yeah, it's like a multiplayer game where one person plays as his dad,
That is the story. That's absolutely the game.
and tries to like they'll put plastic over
The
like,
father must prevent the baby's death.
Yep, there you go.
and the baby's trying to kill itself constantly.
Right.
That kind of approved for consoles?
Let me see. Was it consoles or is it PC? No. PC, Mac, and Xbox One.
Wow. Xbox
Game
is pro
Pass.
baby death.
Oh, Game Pass.
Xbox is pro baby death.
My
There you have it.
God.
Phil Spencer, what's wrong with you?
Oh, that's awesome. Fantastic. All right, so
Now
now
the
we're going to get
unannounced.
into all the unconfirmed dates games. So bear with me because there's a lot here. There's a lot of smaller stuff here. There's a lot of shit. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Here's some conjecture.
Okay, 12 minutes.
Yes.
That's going to be awesome.
I'm very excited for that one.
Axiom Verge 2. Boyfriend Dungeon.
Ooh.
Bravely Default 2. Super pumped for that. Carrion.
That is like a reverse monster game, like a survival horror game where
Okay.
you play as it's from Devolver. You play as this like
Sold.
You play as this like red blobulous monster thing, and you're going through like the space station and killing all the people in it.
No,
I was say,
all right.
all you had to say was it's a reverse survival game where you're a monster and it's from Devolver, and you sold me.
Okay.
Check it out. It looks really cool.
Sounds good. Here, I'm going to move this up a little bit
Yeah,
because you see
I'm-
something I don't recognize. The Dark Pictures anthology, Little Hope.
I got that first
So
one.
that's the Man of Medan, or
Medan,
whatever, right?
I'll play that,
That's the next series, and then hopefully they fixed it. I hear that it's a lot of like issues. Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise. Death Stranding for PC.
Oh yeah, like why is it on there? That makes sense.
Oh yeah, Destroy All Humans. I forgot that they were
Yeah.
doing the remaster of that. Disaster Report 4, Summer Memories.
That game's gonna be so bad. I'm gonna love it.
Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. Everyone-
They had a big presence somewhere recently. I
Game
saw a bunch-
Awards.
Game Awards. That's right. Yes, how much? stuff.
everyone's wondering if that's going to be like the Baldur's Gate, the Dark Alliance that was on PS2, like the basically Diablo style kind of game. That'd be awesome. I love that. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition. Ghost of Tsushima,
Ooh, I can't believe on a date for that.
which and it drives me crazy because
Haven't they been saying summer for that one?
they've been saying summer. Yeah, the last at the Game
Which-
Awards they said summer,
From
which God knows.
Judging by your list here, summer would be a great time.
That'd be perfect. But what's pissing me off about that is like Best Buy's been sold out of the reserves for that. Like I don't know what's going on with that because
Can I
I'm
just
trying
go
to
order another
get
one?
I'm trying to get mine in before the
Oh,
the
yeah.
Game Pass because
Oh.
March 20th it's coming quick. So I'm trying to reserve as much as I can.
Honestly, I do need to go on the Best Buy's website and just pre-order a bunch of
Dude,
shit.
that's all I'm doing is just bunch because you get when I'm hearing you get that price like as long as you pre-order before it expires. So I'm just pre-ordering a whole bunch of shit, and then if I don't end up wanting it, I'll just cancel it. Like, but I'd rather have the price. Godfall, the first one of the PS5 launch titles that we know about. Gods and Monsters, that's that Ubisoft game that they showed off at E3 that was supposed to come out
Oh,
in February.
yeah.
And they ended up delaying, and they basically have confirmed it's coming out on next gen, so it's going to be fall. That looked interesting. I want to see more. I'm hoping E3 will see a lot more for that. Halo Infinite, we know that's going to be Xbox Series X launch title. Oh yeah, Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. I'm kind of surprised we don't have a date or something for that.
'cause it
we
moved
just
out.
got that teaser thing, and that was it. Little Nightmares 2.
I was a big fan of the first one. I played that later last year. Liked it a lot. I don't know. Like I said, it's Tool music video, the video game.
Right.
So yeah, it's definitely worth a spin.
You got to play that first one still.
It's really good. Oh, is that on Game Pass or anything?
I think it is on Game
Okay.
Pass. I'm pretty sure it is. Or it at least was at one point. I don't
Okay.
know if it still is, but I'm pretty sure it was. Medal of Honor is coming back. Above and Beyond.
What?
It says for PC only, though. Oh, Oculus. It's going to be a VR title.
Oh, okay. That's wild.
Oh, that could be awesome. That could be cool. That's pretty neat. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Ton of people I know are, and it's gonna be on Game Pass. I'm totally gonna load that up to see just how gorgeous it looks.
Yeah.
Like, and then crash my plane because I cannot fly a plane for the life of me.
Terrorist.
Huh?
Terrorist.
I didn't say into something. I just said I wanted to crash it.
Please go to the next game
It crashes in the
before
sky.
he or I say something terrible.
No More Heroes 3. Super pumped for that. Looks like we're getting a new Oddworld Soulstorm.
I don't think I've ever played an Outworld game in my life.
I think it's the first time I've ever been like edited through pacing.
Oh my
just
God.
go to something else.
Anything else?
Censored through pacing. So I meant to say not edited.
Oh, that's right. The Outer Worlds is still coming to the Nintendo Switch. Outriders, That's a game from Square Enix that they showed off during E3 for a little bit. That looked really interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what the game is, but
Nope.
it looked enough to like find more out about it.
Oh, the Pathless! I forgot about that. That was that really cool indie game
yeah.
that you got a 0 for.
So many games I have on that list. I got 0 for.
Planet Coaster Console Edition. Ooh. I hear that is excellent on the PC.
That's what I've heard. A while ago, I was looking for like, what's the new Roller Coaster Tycoon? Because I think
that's it.
I saw a video somewhere.
Planet Coaster is like the new
Tycoon.
one.
I'm like, God damn! When's the last time I put one of those out? I looked. It was like 2002.
Well, they
I'm like, that might not run on Windows 10.
They actually put one out not too long ago, and I hear it's. But they put it out because Planet Coaster came out on PC, and they came out a week after because they were like, "Shit, we got to hurry up." And I hear it's terrible.
And it had like a problem with like you had to be online to do something, but then like the online service didn't work, so you bought the game, you couldn't use it or something.
But yeah, in that search, I found like I was searching like Reddit and stuff for like, what do I need to do to make Roller Coaster Tycoon work on Windows 10? And they found a bunch of people like, Planet Coaster is pretty good.
Yeah.
If you could ignore all the paid DLC, it's a good game.
Right. Yeah. So
which is a Ghostbusters pack.
Oh, didn't need to know that.
Spending that money.
Did not need to know that.
But yeah, so that's coming out for consoles finally. So super cool.
I did all that research and decided I didn't want to pay that much money for that.
I forgot Psychonauts 2. That's still in development. Roller Champions. That's roller derby game from Ubisoft. I forgot about that. That could be really. It's still saying just PC though, so we'll see. Session. That's that skateboarding game that everyone thought was going to be Skate 4, but it wasn't. From who's that from? Creature Studios. Probably be garbage.
World doesn't need a Skate 4.
Get a new Shantae game. Shantae in the Seven Sirens. People love those games. Skatebird.
Oh yeah,
late 2020.
Talking about a skateboarding game, I'm excited about.
Yeah, exactly.
Skatebird.
SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated.
Thank God.
Sports Story. I'll be skipping.
I will not be skipping.
Oh shit, they're still working on this. Storm Divers from Housemarque. That's that battle royale game. Are they really still working on that?
I guess
they teased a huge announcement recently, but I did not think it was going to be.
I don't think
Storm.
I think
they're giving up on that. Streets of Rage 4.
That looks
super.
Interesting.
That looks good.
Why does Tell Me Why stick out to me? Tell Me Why sticks out to me for some reason. I don't know.
I'll click on that in a second because
Okay.
I know what it is. Super Meat Boy Forever. So if you're into the Super Meat Boy games, the new one's coming out. System Shock. That's the remaster.
Yeah.
It says Q1. God, that would be nice. I doubt it, but that would be great. Tales of Arise. I'm super pumped for that new Tales game. That looks awesome. Rumor has it's way earlier than we think it's going to be. Yep. This is Tell Me Why. That is the That's the Don't Nod game.
Yes.
So it looks similar to Life is Strange. But
that makes sense.
I believe that is the one that involves the transgender. I think
believe
they said
so, too.
summer.
Yeah.
But they said all episodes like summer. Like everything.
I think they've learned that lesson.
That was way too long with
What's the
Life is Strange 2. It took a whole year.
over a year?
Just over a year, right? Yeah, that was
just
crazy.
over a year.
That's crazy.
Must not still as bad as Kentucky Route Zero, which took 7 years to release
God.
your 5 episodes.
That's ridiculous. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Quarantine. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we
They
don't
delayed
know what that is either.
That's at the eventful PvE, but that looked really cool.
That
They did
looked
show
really
that
cool.
off. I wonder if they're delaying it for next gen. I think it's gonna be
maybe
next
it just is next gen game.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't know much about it.
That's what I'm thinking. Oh yeah, this is another one. Twin Mirror. That's another Don't Nod game that they showed off during before E3, wasn't it? Maybe it was
really
E3.
remember.
I don't remember, but that looked really, really cool. But that's a little different style. That was more of like a third-person adventure game. It seemed like. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
There you go.
I'm so excited for that. Cannot wait. Just give me a fucking date already. Summer. Please let it be summer because there's nothing else coming out. That'd be perfect. Watch Dogs Legion.
Yes.
That's another one that got delayed from March. But that's because that has also been confirmed for next gen. So it's going to do simultaneous release.
Just like
November.
Watch Dogs 1 did.
Yep.
Pumped for that one.
Yeah. Windjammers 2, if you're into that. I know a ton of people love the first Windjammers, so they're making it because that's why they're making a sequel. Xenoblade Chronicles, the definitive edition. Super pumped for that. Cannot wait for that. I missed that on Wii, so I'm super excited for that. And Yakuza Like a Dragon. That is basically Yakuza 7.
Thank you.
They dropped the 7 though because it's in the same. It's still a Yakuza game, but I guess they didn't want to confuse people because it's like because Kiryu's story ended with 6, and this is a new main character. And also too, this game is not going to be GTA action based. It's more Dragon Quest role playing, turn based system. Weird. So it recently came out in Japan. Mixed reviews, but that's because people are kind of like, I don't know yet. I'm used to what Yakuza is stuff. But the people who are getting into it are really enjoying it. Cool. So I'm super pumped for it. And then Ys Memories of Celceta. This was originally on Vita only.
Okay.
And they're coming out releasing on PS4. So that was one of my favorite Ys games. I've played most of them. And that was excellent.
So I saw Housemarque's name pop on my Twitter feed today. They posted something about it being their 25th anniversary.
Okay.
They made like a big post, and one of the lines in here is, so we're now focused on delivering our most ambitious and biggest game to date, putting every other project on hold, including development of Storm Divers.
Okay.
Oh, well,
okay.
There you go. Well, there.
So that makes sense. I mean, do we need another Battle Royale game? We really don't.
I think they... Anyone come out with a new battle royale at this point, unless you have something really unique and kind of a new twist to it, you've kind of missed the window.
Well, that's like, what was it? Was it the Game Awards or was it something else that had that magic based battle royale game, which everyone was like, cool idea, but this looks like it's on PS2, and it's a little late to the game.
And all the best shooter franchises have now put one out, so like you're getting like the cream of the crop in terms of like gunplay and already. Right. So like. Other companies doing it and kind of jumping into something like that,
I think you'd really need to do something unique, like a different twist on it.
Yeah.
Some way change up the formula.
Well, you remember how like when
if you do that, you're taking a huge risk.
Absolutely.
And remember when PUBG was the biggest thing in the universe? Knowing that stopped happening when other game companies started putting them out and did it better.
Right.
So like that's you can't put out, you got to put out something better than AAA companies do at this point.
Absolutely,
so.
But you got to keep it free to play, and that's very hard to manage.
I don't know. I mean, Apex it's amazing. It's free to play to me. Like it's honestly got like.
But they also, I mean, I'm guessing it's working for them because it's a good shooter, but also like it's easy. It was easier for them to take that risk because they have EA behind them.
100%. And like I said, they had the pedigree of shooters and things like that too. So like the risk wasn't as big for them overall. But man, like to put a battle royale at this point. I don't know. Yeah.
No, I agree. I mean, and that's why I think Housemarque, they're being smart about this. And I think they're preparing something for PS5's launch now, is what it seems like.
Resogun 2?
Close. Why not?
Why not?
Resogun was awesome.
Would Resogun 2 really be their biggest game ever?
Maybe.
I mean, I suppose it depends on what you're measuring as big.
Well, I mean, because let's see, what other games they had? They had Alienation.
Yeah, Nex Machina.
Nex Machina, which did not do well.
That was their last like arcade
twin
shooter.
Yeah, they didn't do well.
No.
Yeah,
what was the one before?
Isn't that what said Arcade is dead?
What was what was the big one before Alienation? That was like
Dead Nation.
Dead Nation.
Yeah.
I could see Dead Nation 2.
I like Dead Nation a lot. That was fun.
Dead Nation was fun. I played it on the Vita.
I got that one free when PlayStation Network went down.
That's how I got it. Yep. I played the shit out of that actually on my Vita.
I liked Resogun. I played Nex Machina for my gift to you back in the day.
Nex Machina, Resogun, Super Stardust HD,
Super Stardust,
Matterfall, Dead Nation, Alien Nation, Outland, and a bunch of games from the 90s.
So yeah, I don't know. Like,
you know what? Actually, I take that back. I can't see them doing a sequel. I think it's gonna be something just brand new. I mean, I can see them going back to their format.
I hope.
I think they'll go back to that format, but I think it'll be something brand new. But I don't think if it's not like PS5 launch, it'll be near. Mm-hmm. It'll be that launch window for sure.
I mean, they were basically like a PlayStation Studio for a long time almost. So like, I don't know. I'm
kind of surprised Sony just hasn't bought them yet.
Well, what was this? Well, they bought Insomniac.
Insomniac.
I mean, that's and they haven't really. I mean, before that, what was the last thing they bought before that?
Well, yeah.
They don't buy them.
Well, I just thought to counter what Microsoft's been doing, like kind of thing. I thought they would start like because like Housemarque mainly does do PS4 anyways, but why not just seal that deal? Like, don't give them that chance to jump ship.
Yeah,
Because right now Phil, he's walking around with that checkbook everywhere.
I said I even talked about this. We talked a little bit about the Series X last time, but we didn't talk about. I watched that Hellblade 2 trailer like 30 times.
I've watched it so many. I've watched it so many times. Many times.
I spoke
It's
about my
amazing.
love for that first game, and somebody did too. I don't know if you noticed, like when they had these 3 little dots in the bottom, and then like one filled in for when they showed Senua's Saga. Then they had that new game that they showed, and the third one filled in.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that's somehow tied into this series in some way, shape, or form.
Because that looked awesome too.
Yes!
That horror they
Holy
teased.
Lord.
Holy crap, that looked awesome.
Though I mean, I that's when you talk about Bleeding Edge. Like I don't want them to make Bleeding Edge. I want them to make those games over and over
absolutely.
and over again.
Well, I actually I didn't talk about it because I haven't dived too much. I did start Hellblade, so I am super pumped to get into it because it's on Xbox Game Pass. So I'm really excited to really jump into that. Like what was it? Oh, I jumped into it one day when I was Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was pissing me off. I was like, I need a break from this. So I jumped into Hellblade, and I'm like, all right. But then I jumped back because it was other Game of the Year shit, and I'm like, well, that's not part of the Game of the Year. So, but I fully plan on actually, like that Hellblade 2 trailer is like, I really need to go play Hellblade because this is incredible. So I need to be ready for this.
I cannot believe like that is not a human being. Like and that that's just insane.
Oh, I know. And the song is just so perfect.
It's just,
it's so good.
It's metal as shit. I love it.
It's so good.
You guys play any more Control?
No.
Damn it.
No, it's on my list, man. It's on my list to do. I got to get into it.
Fine.
I got to finish that.
All right. I think that's it. So that's every game is going to come out in 2020. There's going to be no surprises,
As of right now.
No releases, no changes. That's exactly how it's going to come out. No, I mean honestly, this year, that
what do you guys think as far as consoles?
What do you mean? What's going to come out?
Well, yeah, we know it's coming out, but like, what are you like? We got into this a little bit last time, and you said that you're Xbox first. You're not sure if you're able to do both.
Yeah, I mean,
I know you usually have a policy of you wait 5 games to buy a new console.
But if everything is actually backwards compatible,
that's what does change things.
That breaks
it totally
my
does.
formula.
It does.
I was talking with Andy in Vegas, and I'm like, or maybe it's just Vegas. I'm like, I'm buying PS5 as soon as it comes out because I'm gonna pop that right where my PS4 Pro is, and I can still play. I'll download Rainbow Six. And I'm good to go.
Right.
I'm really
I don't need
hoping
to play anything else.
I'm really hoping to take my hard drive out and just put in a new one, and then like that's ready to rock and roll.
Well, I got the external. You can back up stuff to the external.
That's what I mean. I have.
Yep. Exactly. That's nice.
I started playing all these Call of Duty games again.
Oh my god,
because
so
it
much
takes up
space.
so much damn space. I have a 4 terabyte hard drive on my PlayStation, and I'm down to my last terabyte. And I was less than a terabyte before I deleted World War II.
I need to buy a 4 for my PlayStation. I have a 4 for my Xbox, which is full. But I need to buy a 4 for my PlayStation as well because the 2 biggest games I have on my console, Final Fantasy 15 is 95 gigs.
That's it.
Like with everything they've added and stuff like that.
That's
Rainbow Six is 68 gigs.
Yeah.
So that's my second. Those are my 2 big.
The reason I'm saying that's it is I had 2 Call of Duty games on there. They were both over 120 gigs.
Yeah. Black Ops 4 is.
That's
Modern
crazy.
Warfare is. World War II was like
my God.
It's like 110.
Oh my God.
Modern Warfare Remastered is like 98. Stupid like that.
I don't have any data caps on my internet.
Amen to that.
Shit, I'd be pissed.
All right.
Screwed.
Yeah, I mean,
but I'm thinking. So if you want to talk about when we think consoles are coming out, I'm thinking November for sure.
Wait, everyone stop. Maybe our next episode, if we do next gen.
All right.
Next gen predictions.
We can do that.
We do our E3 predictions. Maybe we do next gen predictions.
I think it'd be good because I think that's gonna be right before. It's
gonna be close.
We're gonna be recording right before that PS5 event because that's
which may not be happening.
It's got to be fucking happening. This is pissing me off.
Wait, you guys didn't get your invite?
No. No.
I turned it down. I can't afford the plane ticket.
God damn it.
I would choke
I don't
the
give a
life
shit.
out of you.
I'd max out. I'd max out any credit cards I had.
I would be ringing stuff on my credit card. Hotel, flights, yep, no problem.
Swipe that card.
Oh, you got left as first class?
Just keep swiping it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
How can I justify this as a business trip?
So let's
hey, work. I need to go to New York now.
We make that happen.
Let's do this then. Let's do a couple of things. All right, so we'll do next gen predictions next episode. I want a release date for the PS5 and Xbox.
Yep.
Closest without going over wins.
$1.
Price is Right rules, or there's anarchy.
I like it.
And then so those 2, and then 3 more that you come up yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to and then?
send that to me in a text or something, because I'm gonna forget all that
Well,
shit.
yeah, we'll talk about it
Yeah.
a little more. But no, yeah, absolutely. No, that sounds good. I like it. We should also add the rumored Switch Pro in there when we think that's going to come out.
Sure.
The real question is,
love my
will or
Switch.
won't I sell my Switch before that comes out?
Yes, I already know you will.
I
You're giving up on the Switch. You've given
I
up.
have. Yeah. If it wasn't for like 2D Mario games, I
it wasn't for Tetris 99.
like I have.
Oh my god! I didn't even tell you guys this yet. I got
finally won.
No, I got a second.
Oh,
And I wasn't even close. 'Cause
Ah.
you can see the other person's like little rectangle.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna.
That's
they
funny.
have one bar at the
It
bottom.
really
and you
was.
fill
Like
up.
it was like I'm so screwed. But I got a second.
That's
like,
awesome.
"Argh." So close.
As we were sitting here talking, I was sitting there thinking like, I'm gonna get a PS5 at launch. I could trade in my Pro. Do I trade in or sell the Switch? Man, but I really like new Super Mario 2.
Hey man, you just don't know. We don't know anything really for 2020. Like I'm kind of surprised we haven't gotten direct.
Well,
yet.
don't they usually have like a early year?
They usually have
directs?
like that's why everyone on YouTube's been like, oh, January. Here's our prediction for the January direct. There's always like a January direct, and there hasn't
My
been,
prediction is it's not gonna happen.
which is weird because we had a Pokemon direct and we had a Smash direct.
Right.
So and I don't know. It's just been very odd. And then they've already teased that there's a Animal Crossing direct coming, like too. So which is really just weird. Like I don't mind. It's just like I don't know. Give me like I'm
the
worried.
goddamn game. Just put it out.
Like I don't know. It's really weird what they're doing right now. 'Cause it's very and I'm worried it's because it's Bowser and not Reggie anymore. I'm a little worried about that.
There's a pretty
'Cause that
definitive
tends-
line when
stuff
those
like
things
that
stop.
tends to happen. You know, it's kind of like the whole PlayStation thing right now with Jack Ryan and all these other guys taking over, and they've like it's like all right, guys, like everyone's like all these dates are out there. Like it's like a confirmed, almost like a confirmed February date for this event, and like no one's saying anything. Like this is just terrible PR. You're driving everyone on the internet insane.
If it was even true or not. Like
But,
it,
well,
doesn't
that's the
it doesn't make a
thing. You're
difference.
still just driving everyone insane. Like just not talking and giving us a fucking logo. Like you're driving everyone nuts.
The logo thing was stupid. They should, if they weren't gonna say anything more than that, they shouldn't have just said it. They shouldn't say anything.
I know.
Especially if it's not going to
Just
be
talk
any
about it,
different.
or then whatever.
Or make it like or,
It is
or have
different. It's a 5 and 7.
or have it be like
Oh my God.
drastically different. I don't know.
Yeah,
All
go
right.
back to the Spider-Man 3 font.
I don't know about that either.
Love it.
All right, next time
I'm sitting. I'm still thinking about getting my Switch. I'm like,
you do your
if I'm gonna get rid of this, I gotta do it before they announce a new one coming
yes,
out.
yes.
Well,
absolutely.
that is true. If you're gonna do that, you definitely have to do that.
But I might travel more for work.
Well, you figure that out. And next time
I'll try to have
do-
an answer by 2 weeks from now.
So we'll go over that and next gen predictions
Excellent.
after on our next show, and we will see you next time, Stickheads.